Hey world, it's Tobo. It is September the 24th of 2013 and welcome back to the party. Now you'll notice it's Tuesday. You'll also notice there's no face in the corner. And there's no other voice chiming in. Today is a friendship cast with Wodar, except he's not here. So I'm not really sure what's going on there, but that's alright. We've got a game between him and Drawnonward to cast, but before that, I have a couple things I want to say. First off, congratulations, Crazy Kaylee, for winning the Spy Party Summer Cup. I knew you could do it because you're awesome, and you swept me. Both of those things are true. Other than that, the conclusion of the Summer Cup means that this Friday, yes, this one, the one that's coming up, is going to be the start of the Spy on the Hill, which is going to be fantastic. I'm really excited for that. We still don't have times set out yet, but we know the date. So that's going to be awesome. So my show on Friday may or may not still happen depending on the time of that, because I'm going to be casting it. It's going to be amazing. Yeah, so that's a thing, and I think that's about all I wanted to say. So without further ado, let's step into things. We've got Wodar starting things out as Sniper, Drawnonward as the Spy, and away we go. Starting things out on Panopticon, Drawnonward letting the AI play until he lands. Never mind, he found a pretty safe spot to take control, so he did so. Steps out way the hell to the end of the field there to hang out in this conversation all by his lonesome. Steps out and heads toward the red bookcase. Yes, it is indeed the red bookcase. So, him hanging out there, we can see him in the green dress right there. We'll see what he winds up doing with this. I doubt he's going to try to hard transfer it at this point. He does take the book out, though, as seduction target bails on him, so he's not going to be able to get anything going on there, which is somewhat of a shame. Looks like he's heading right back over to the red bookcase. Wodar on the other side of the map. Drawnonward doesn't generally like soft transferring, but here would be a good time to do it. He lost his window, though. I think he's going to have to put that back, and he does just that. Wounds up losing his highlight for that. Right now, in conversation with the ambassador, and keep in mind, the Drawnonward has a tendency to play a little bit too slowly on this map. He calls Toby over looking for a purloin here. Actually not, he's just going to take a drink without any sort of purloinery going on. Actually picks up a low light for it too, awesomely enough. But with 2 minutes left on the clock and not a single thing done at all, Drawnonward is in a bit of a tough spot here. And once again, he's in a conversation he doesn't want to be in. He's really going to have to speed this up if he wants to pull this off. Goes for a fake banana bread, so I think at this point, he's just trying to get someone else shot. I don't know if he's going for anyone in particular. But we've got 3 highlights at the moment. Drawn is low lit, although he doesn't have literally anything going on. So, that's a little bit odd. Anyways, with 1 minute and 15 seconds left on the clock, he goes for a time ad, oddly enough. Hits the green on that quite nicely and steps in for what may be a real banana bread. But if he goes for it, this could be really bad for him. doesn't appear to be really doing anything. He's really bent on getting Wodar to shoot the wrong person here, but nothing seems to be coming. So, minute and 10 seconds left on the clock. No missions done. At this point, we don't really need to watch Drawn. We're more watching Wodar here to see if he's suspicious enough of anyone to actually shoot. Got 49 seconds left on the clock. What the heck is happening? That's one low light that we didn't have before. 35 seconds left. Drawn still just hanging out. And I don't think this is going to wind up working for him. It's an interesting idea to keep his opponent honest right off the bat like this, especially on this map in particular, because it's a scary one. But with no swap done, no purloin done, Wodar knows he doesn't have to shoot at this point, and that's where Drawn's going wrong. He did get a bug off. Why is he doing missions now? Apparently he got another time. Uh-oh! Actually wound up surviving that, but it might actually... Oh, God! He shot Damon! Ladies and gentlemen, Damon died. Yeah, that happened. Wow. Okay. I think that's the first time I've ever seen that happen. Like, I've seen people just dicking around, shooting Damon at the beginning of a round like a jerk, but I have never actually seen Damon get shot on accident. That is... Wow. Kind of makes me wonder if the cough was intentional. I doubt it was, but... Pretty cool strategy nonetheless if it was intentional. If not, it was just amazing luck. But... Let's see if he's able to catch Wodar out on this one as he steps into the sniper role himself, as Wodar picks up his spy shoes. So, Drawnonward, after picking up the first game, also picks up the rifle as Wodar steps in to Panopticon. AI dumps him at the red bookcase and he decides to GTFO, doesn't want to be there at all. Winds up in a conversation he doesn't particularly care for, so he is going to step out. And bug, apparently. Not the nicest bug, but it doesn't matter because Drawnonward wasn't looking. Wodar takes out a yellow book. Is, in fact, highlight at this point, so that removal of the yellow book there may have been noticed. Again, in the conversation, he doesn't particularly care for, but he does have his bug off. There's a fake banana bread, actually, so that is pretty nice play right there, considering it was not, in fact, in convo with one of the suspected double agents. Still just hanging out here with 3 minutes left on the clock. Bug is done. We're holding a yellow book. So he's certainly on track time-wise as he moves to get this hard transfer done. Drawnonward, I think, is suspicious of it, but doesn't really know. Book goes away there. As he steps back into conversation, out of range for the bug. That's a good place to be. Especially considering how far he is from other people, but he's not talking, so that's an issue, but I don't think Drawn actually noticed the lack of speaking occurring in that particular conversation. Not 100% on that, though. So we've got the bug done, we've got the microfilm done, we've got 2 minutes left on the clock, so we may have to start moving a little bit faster here. If you notice, Wodar has taken seduce off, as he likes to do. There's the banana bread. It was, in fact, a white test, but little details like that don't generally matter on a map this big unless you're already being watched fairly closely. Steps in to start his inspections. May actually go for a swap at the end as well, but doesn't seem particularly likely considering what the laser just did there. There's his 3 inspects. Does, in fact, go for the swap. Hits the green test on the 3rd cycle. Alright, so that green test may wind up saving him. Actually, he probably had enough time there because Drawn wasn't paying a whole heck of a lot of attention to the statues there. There's the swap going off. We've got 3 seconds left on the clock. Drawn notices right there, I'm pretty sure. And there's the game. Wodar managing to pick up game number 2. Get things tied up at 1. So, that was an interesting game. Apparently, I was wrong about the transfer, and he wound up getting, I think he wound up actually getting highlight for the quick leave on the bookcase, but he played a really, really nice game after that, and the only thing that really put a lot of suspicion his way, I think, was going to the statues there at the end. Drawn was worried about that, but wound up just not being able to pick up the information he needed to catch Wodar out on that, really. R7's asking about friendship cast with Wodar. It was supposed to be, but he's not here yet, so I'm not really sure what's going on with that. Hopefully he'll show up later on. I just hope he's alright, personally, because Wodar's pretty good about this stuff. So, little bit worried. Anyways, Drawnonward, getting ready to step back in to the spiral on Panopticon, once again taking off Inspect, because that's his thing, that's what Drawnonward does on this map. Probably will wait until he's in a fairly safe spot before taking control. He does indeed. Starts things out at the blue bookcase, grabbing some reading material and putting it right back, interestingly enough. So nothing going on there. Probably looking for an early seduce, but I'm not really sure. No, he's just gonna hang out here and just be there. Might be able to get a walking bug stepping out of the conversation here. The double agent wound up arriving as well, so wow, this conversation filled up fast. Holy jeez. Nope, no banana breads, just leaving. I don't know what. Wow, okay, Drawn, okay, that okay. Alright, so he wound up getting a swap done. He's currently hiding behind the pillar. He's actually... Yep, there's the highlight for hiding behind both the pillar and Generalissimo. So he steps in to see if he can pick up his first flirt here. Not in range for 50. Doesn't hit the green. Oh, you can't twitch there. You can't do it. There's a wall. There's a wall. You can't. Okay, he's out. He's back in. He twitch flirted successfully. But now he's in a very awkward spot in that conversation. He's like hugging Red Tie there. So we got 2 flirts there. And the suspicion was, in fact, there. My chat is the best chat. And Drawnonward here steps back in to conversation to see if he can pick up this banana bread. Goes for the purloin as well. White tests this. This is probably going to get him killed in all honesty. There's Toby's tray gone. There's the bullet on Mr. Onward, and Wodar picks up his second game. So, I apologize for that. Maybe I should have muted myself. I don't know. Mute myself when I cough. Alright. So, Drawn had a rough time with that game. As soon as he swapped that statue, things weren't looking good. He really did need the green test on that, and he didn't quite get it. Didn't wind up getting him shot, like, immediately, but I think in the long term, that swap is really what did him in. Yes, he did a good job of hiding behind both the pillar and Generalissimo, which was a really good play, but Wodar saw him go back there and knew he was there. So that's where the highlight came from, as he exited that conversation and Wodar could actually successfully highlight him without getting Generalissimo instead. So did that, and it was all downhill from there, man. At that point, there really wasn't a whole heck of a lot he could have done. So Drawnonward is going to pick up the sniper role here. We're going to have Wodar on the spy. Why did it take me so long to find the word spy? That doesn't bode well for the rest of the evening. I'm a little bit worried about that. We are going back to Panopticon. It's going to be any 5 of 6, and Wodar takes off Seduce, as is his thing. So Inspect is in fact on there, as well as every mission except Seduce. So as Wodar gets ready to start things off anew, Drawnonward is looking in from that tree, this one that Drawnonward's in, and Wodar is once again starting things off in a very inconspicuous fashion. He's actually spending a good amount of time in this conversation, which I quite like, as it helps not get suspicious early on. And a fantastic position for the bug here. He is in range to get the in-conversation bug, but not in range to violate the ambassador's personal space. So this is pretty much, nope, no bug is going on there. Okay, alright. So, steps into the side statue here with 3 minutes left on the clock. Goes for the swap, does not hit the green. This is bad. Ladies and gentlemen, this is really frickin' bad. Same thing that happened to Drawn. He does get one inspect off, and he decides to run from that. Drawn... Okay, I don't think he knows for sure. I'm not sure if he knows at all, but there he goes. Now he sees it. Now he's starting to get them lowlights going on. He knows it's one of his highlights, I think. I think that's what he did. Someone who's gone to the statues. So Drawn, though he's not confident about blue dress, he knows it is one of these people. These 6 gentlemen. Of course, White Jacket's not highlit, but he's not lowlit either. Gentlefolk, I guess, because Wodar's not actually male. Anyways, swap is done. One inspect is done. 2 minutes are left on the clock, and we are highlit. This is not going to be an easy task for Wodar here. There's the wrong-handed bug stepping out of conversation. Got away with that clean, except for the fact that it didn't actually take. Steps into the middle statue to get his inspections on. Finish up that mission. Minute and 35 seconds left on the clock. This will be his second mission done after missing that bug quite tragically. Eddie just dies. Okay, so we're all tied up at 2 after the first 4 games on Panopticon. And that swap is such a dangerous mission because at a level like this, you really need to hit that green test or you're in a bad way. Yeah, there's not really a whole lot else to say about that. He played a really good game after the swap, but the swap hurt him so badly. There's only so much you can do at that point. So it's going to be Drawnonward's turn to get on the spy once we get back into things.
Toby!
Oh! Apparently Wodar's here. Awesome. Good to see you, man. How are things?
I mistook the time. Again.
Fair enough. That's alright, man. So,
Sorry. I had to come running back here.
Well, I'm glad you made it.
Geez.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, you're welcome. You can, either link me up to, the streams, or I could just watch your stream.
That's the plan. I'm just going to grab the links for you right now.
Sorry.
I'm just gonna... No worries. I'm just gonna post them in TeamSpeak here for you.
Okay. Do we got times also?
Yep, I do indeed. Just let me know. Let me know when you've got the streams up, and I'll give you times.
Alright, I have streams up.
Alright, so,
Yep.
Drawnonward stream is at 29:16.
29. Okay.
And your side is 22:35.
Ooh, that reminds me. Okay.
All right. Perfect. Glad you could make it. So, we're just about ready to get going, I guess. So, I'm going to unpause the streams in 3, 2, 1, playing it. And we should be getting back into the Panopticon pretty quickly here with Drawnonward as the spy. Wow, that was pretty quickly.
This is quite interesting, casting my own stream.
Yeah, so sorry about that. There's really nothing else going. Wow, it goes for a really quick purloin there. Gets the green test on that, so that should be quite nice.
Yeah, I remember this one. In this game, I believe that it was actually White Danger who did a green purloin.
Okay.
Because if I remember correctly, I know, right? Either way, like he saw a really good string of people, rejecting.
Okay. Hang on a second. I'm gonna pause the streams again because somehow Drawnonward's got locked up for a bit.
Okay.
So I am playing the streams again in just about now.
Okay.
So I'm at 3 minutes and 10 seconds here. Alright, so, does pick up a drink after he gets a pretty nice green flirt there.
I remember this one, actually. I then highlight him for getting a drink.
Okay.
This all stems from, I have a, if the purloin goes missing, well, if the guest list goes missing, and, like at the very beginning of the match, I then go on a low-lying spree and low-lying everyone who does not get, everyone who gets a drink, excuse me.
Okay.
Because I feel that once the spy is done purloining, they have no reason to have anything to do with Toby. And getting a drink, especially on a pan up, makes it so you can't microfilm, you can't inspect or swap statues, and it makes it harder to bug the ambassador.
That's very true. So, yeah, that's a good point.
However, John knows that I low-like people for getting a drink after the guest list is missing. So for him, instead, I highlight people for getting drinks.
Mind games. Yes.
Mind games.
That's awesome. So, we've got about 2 minutes. Sorry, 1 minute and 45 seconds left on the clock. We've got the purloin done. We've got half the flirt. We've got banana bread done at this point. So, Drawn is moving a little bit slowly as he's... Okay! Never mind.
I shot polka dots.
Fair enough. And it was a tied game up until that point, but right now, after that, Drawn is up 3-2.
Mm-hmm. And I think I'll just continue increasing for him. I did not do
really?
nice. I did. I usually am up against him with or on Panopticon. I mean, just because for some reason I'm better at Panopticon than him, except for this time where it was a little bit more even and even like on Drawn's side.
Okay.
I forget the final score, but yeah, he did have some good games here, and I had some not good games here.
Yeah, well, I think after the whole 2-hour session, like, Drawnonward wound up by 2, I think.
Yes, it was actually great. Going into the after I'll move quickly after balcony.
Okay.
He was up by he had 14 games. Excuse me.
Oh wow.
So
Jeez.
the only way for me to have won would be like winning all of the games on
Courtyard.
winning all the games on Courtyard 2.
And you came damn close from the look of it.
I did get really close though.
That would have been dramatic to cast.
That would have been really fun. Yeah, but unfortunately,
Yeah.
like I immediately lose the first 2 games
Okay.
on Courtyard 2.
That sucks. Alright, so starting things out here, any 5 of 6 once again on Panopticon. You nail the green test off the bat there and get the 2 inspects for your trebles as well. Might even be able to get a bug coming out of here, but no, never mind. Drawn is looking a little bit too closely for that, but still, with the green swap and the 2 inspects, that's a fairly nice spot to be in, especially with all that traffic in front of the statues.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he doesn't even notice the swap yet. That's really nice.
It is, but I got a highlight for my trebles.
You did, that's true.
Mm-hmm. He did not like how I stole the statue out of the other person that was there.
Fair enough.
He also does not like people who go to statues early or go to bookcases early.
Yeah, I could see that too.
And I believe at this point, Drawn notices the swap.
Right now for me,
You're right. I believe I'm a bit over.
Yeah, so looks like you're
Oh,
about
yes.
5 seconds ahead or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so what does Drawn do? Wow. Okay, so he literally knows it's one of you 2.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a
He
scary
believes that
spot
it's
to be
a
in.
He was a lot more suspicious of me because he believed that it was a green.
Okay.
But he still says you just make sure because it was so early on.
Yeah, it's always a good idea to make sure.
Mm.
I think you're... No, never mind. You do actually take out that book, so... Let's see how this goes for you. Wow,
So at this point, I did not know that he knew.
Fair enough.
I assumed that if he had seen the swap, he would have already shot me. That was
Fair
my
enough.
thought going in. And I'm about to do something to see if I am suspicious or not. With my thought being that if I can get away with this, then I just win the game.
Fair enough. Wound up not being able to happen. So Drawn goes up by 2. And you did apparently pick up a time ad there, so totally missed that.
Yeah, I remember. It was at the exact moment that Buckswaggle picked up the statue that I time added.
Okay. So that's
But
it's a pretty nice move.
yeah, I got completely aware of that time ad.
Yeah, like
The only problem was
it was like literally down to the millisecond, same time the statue got swapped. That is awesome.
I clearly timed that perfectly.
Yeah. That is like MLG timing right there. Very nice. So, are you excited about Spy on the Hill?
I am super excited about Spy on the Hill.
As am I. That's going to be awesome.
Unfortunately, I don't believe that we're going to have any nice overlays, in that I'm probably going to have to make the overlays myself, and they're not going to be looking good.
I can toy around with some stuff and see what I can come up with.
Right, like, as long as we have that one thing I asked you to do, I think it would be good.
Yeah, I think so. So, wow, you guys apparently spend quite a while chatting about this one.
Oh, yes.
So, I might actually have to... No, never mind. Things are happening. I'm not going to have to skip ahead at all. Stepping back into the Panopticon. Everything's going to be awesome. We've got Drawn as the spy. We've got you on the sniper here. Drawn as is the norm. Knocks off Inspect because that's what he does on this map.
Mm-hmm.
And away we go. Oops. Okay, I'm good. So, have you noticed that Drawnonward tends to play this map very slowly?
You mean that Drawnonward plays all maps very slowly?
Well, yes, but this one in particular, I find, like, quite often he won't even be able to have enough time to get everything done.
Yep, that is true.
So, starts things off with a Seduce. Not able to get the green test on that, but that's alright.
Yeah, as long as you only have to seduce 3 times.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everything should be good.
Anything more than that, and you've just done something horribly wrong. Unless you're on balcony, in which case sometimes it's just out of your control.
Oh, I just realized you. I missed the epic game of everyone going wonky. This was I think Drawnonward's like 2000s or something spy win.
Oh wow!
It was the game I shot Damon at the very end.
Yes,
it was one
that
of those
was
games.
amazing.
Yes,
that made me so happy.
Yeah, every AI was going so wonky. It was really amazing.
Wow. I have to take another look at that because I didn't really notice the AI insanity because I don't tend to look at the spy side very much. I mean, I only tend to look at the spy side very much.
From Drawn side, you wouldn't have seen too much. If you look at the spy side, it's just like everything is just going weird.
Wow. I just want to apologize to my stream for the crazy sync issues. For some reason, Drawn's stream hates loading. I don't know why that is, but should get things back on track fairly shortly. Apparently, banana bread goes off there. So, That went fairly nicely considering the double agent ran away immediately afterward.
Yeah, I did not get my usual amount of lowlights for that banana bread. Really good timing on his part.
Yeah, and at this point, with 2 minutes and 10 seconds left on the clock, he's got most of his seduce done. He's got red microfilm in pocket. He's got his contact finished and no highlight.
Yep. He's flying below the radar, as they say.
Yep. He might have a little bit of issues as far as time is concerned.
Yeah,
but that's drawn onward.
Is and like I'm not sure if you noticed, but he had to time add on his way to that conversation. I missed it because I know like that's not something I feel is too important on this map.
Yeah, I didn't
But
know
it's still
that at
like
all.
he needs to time ads, and that's not that good for him. If I ever actually feel like making like actually looking at it.
That white transfer was like on your screen. Apparently, you're just looking at something else.
It was
at the time.
on my screen.
Oh yeah.
I remember this actually. This is the point where I get really suspicious of it because I do not actually notice. I just noticed the very very end of the animation, and I'm thinking to myself, was that a microfilm?
There's
and
the
from then
highlight.
on, I'm just
Yeah.
Yep.
That was the highlight right
From
there.
then-
He stepped behind the pillar.
I actually highlighted right there so that the laser wasn't going to be actually on them, if I remember. Because I believe the laser does not.
White purloin. Oh god, this is not going to end well. No, in fact, it does not end well at all. And you take things back to a 1-point match.
Wow, only 1-point match. I was doing a lot better than I thought.
Yeah, 4-3 in Drawn's favor right now, as you get ready to step back onto the Panopticon as the spy. So, you're not in a bad spot here.
I am not. It could definitely have been worse.
Indeed. Considering how evenly matched this is so far, I bet Drawnonward did some pretty crazy stuff. I mean, got away with some pretty crazy stuff on balcony.
Oh yeah, definitely. I was not playing balcony nicely.
Fair enough.
I remember that bit.
Balcony is a very strange map. It's like, you've got to be in a good headspace for it or you're just going to miss things. It's a much subtler map than all the others are. There's
It's a lot more about watching when people talk and why they're talking.
Yeah, exactly. So, you stepping back into the spiral here once again. Any 5 of 6 on Panopticon. Going for the time ad right off the bat and nailing it pretty nicely too.
This is actually one of the strats I like to play against Drawn. Is that I time at the very beginning and just sit around that time I got.
That's actually quite a good strategy.
I like against Drawn.
Yeah.
Because like when Drawn knows, he usually panics.
Okay.
Panic, but I mean panic in the way that he's a lot more likely to shoot.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, I remember this game. Drawn was telling me afterwards that he was really tunneling on someone, which is another thing that happens to Drawn when he notices time ads.
Okay.
Yeah, what time? Actually, that's going to be awkward because I time added this game. What's the time on the streams you have?
On the spy side, it's 3:20.
Okay.
There's the soft transfer going off.
This is another thing actually I find about Drawn, and I think it could be said about a lot of other people is that with Panop, they're like they're basically 3 quadrants that you can be looking at a time. And usually, when they look at like one of your quadrants for at the red bookcase or the blue bookcase, and then look away, you usually have enough time to actually take the item out of the book.
Usually, yeah.
Except for people like Bacon, who just are continuously spamming all around.
That's interesting. I haven't really got a chance to see many of Bacon's games because he hasn't been streaming.
Oh yeah, he has not been streaming that much. Ooh. Oh. Did you miss my epic bug?
I did.
It was a nice bug.
But then the swap happens and everything was terrifying.
Yeah, then the swap happens and everything falls apart.
Yeah, that tends to happen when swaps happen.
Yep.
So, Drawn goes back ahead by 2, and I'm having some really weird loading issues on my end, so I'm going to pause things as soon as the next game starts and see if I can get synced up again.
Alright, sounds good to me. I'll just be sitting around here and pausing when my games come up.
Alright.
Or is it just like they're not the Twitches are not loading?
Yeah, Twitch has been doing some weird things as of late. I'm pretty sure it's like a big League of Legends tournament or something that's messing with them, but not sure.
Well, there is the World Championship for the League.
Yeah, that thing.
That thing.
That thing. So, we've got about 2 more games on Panopticon, I think, before we head over to the balcony.
Mm-hmm.
Balcony is always an interesting map to cast because it's so subtle. Quite often you're not entirely sure what's going on at any given time. It'll be nice to have you.
That I'm here.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be really nice.
Exactly what's going on all the time.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm caught up. I'm at the next game. I've got my streams paused and everything should be ready to go if you're there as well.
I am too. I am.
Alright.
Just countdown.
So I'm unpausing in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Alright. Interesting thing to note about this game is that Drawn takes away microfilm.
Oh, what? Drawn never does that. That's so interesting.
I know.
He also goes for the time ad right off the bat like you did.
Oh yeah. I actually noticed this time ad, though did not highlight him for it.
Okay. He's a nice flirt right off the top as well, so that's going to help him out quite a bit. Oh, just the flirt he got was 50%, so that'll be nice.
Yeah, 51%.
Yep.
Always nice to get a green that close.
Absolutely. It always feels awesome when you can get that seduce done in 2. It was for a fake banana bread, interestingly enough. It was a white test, but I don't think he'll get caught out for that one. It wasn't a very good one, though, because it got, like, 5 lowlights, 2 of which were highlights before, so that wasn't a very good fake.
Yeah. The reason why he did a fake banana bread here is because he knows that I have a strat of lowlighting people in a conversation that does not have a double agent in it when the banana bread goes off.
Okay. So he was
and
trying to
those
play
were
off
actually
that.
quite a lot of the lowlights I got. And that's what he was trying to do.
Okay. Goes
Unfortunately
for
for him, there was a fake
Oh, there was a fake in his conversation. That sucks.
Mm-hmm. So he did not get the low light.
Yeah, went for the green purloin at the window as well, so that could be dangerous. It's a good thing his tray's hidden right now. He was able to get 2 inspects in as well, but with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock, he's not in the best of spots right now.
I believe I noticed the guest list go missing when General got a drink.
Okay. Oh, yep, that's a thing that happened.
Yep.
All right. So, okay.
I
Looked
believe
like,
that it was a white purloin.
Actually, General was at the bookcase, so he must have thought it was a green because it was Brimsworth Buckswoggle who actually took a drink, and you looked at the
Oh no,
tray,
no.
and then
I noticed it before that.
Oh, okay.
Like that whole time is just me contemplating in my head, should I shoot this guy or not?
Okay, fair enough. Just what it looked like, I guess. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's drawn up 3-6 right now.
Oh yeah.
With you about to step into the spiral, drawn, going to pick up the rifle. And this is going to be our last game on Panopticon before we step into balcony. I'm assuming we do balcony next anyways.
Yep.
Alright. Looks like we're starting things off at the statues here. Should be able to get... Ooh, going for the swap early. It was, in fact, a white test.
Okay. So this game is going to go over badly. However, some really funny things is going to happen here.
Which side should I be looking at?
Watch... I think watch Drawn's side would probably be best if this is the game I'm thinking of.
Alright. So keep in mind that the spy is in fact Red Flannel Jacket as the spy right now.
Okay.
Yep, there's the failed reverse drive-by bug, and there's a bullet. Alright. Cool. It's balcony time. We're going to start things out with Drawn as the spy. Classic balcony, so no purloin. We're about to get this thing started. Current scoreline is 3-7 in Drawn's favor. And keep in mind, I'm sorry about this by the way, but when I check scores, I don't want to know what the score is when I finish casting because I like the surprises. So I always go to right at the end and see if the score was relatively close, because if it was, I feel safe to cast it.
I see. Yeah, this is Drawn running home with it in these 20 games.
Okay, fair enough. Sorry about that, by the way.
But there's still nice games though. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, well, that's going to be fun. We've got one flirt done at this point with no banana bread at 1 minute and 15 seconds left on the clock. He's in position to bug, but it's pretty dangerous to do that on this map.
Yeah, not so dangerous when you low light.
Well, that is true. So, banana bread has gone off as you're playing around with... Sorry, Drawn's playing around with the briefcase. He's going to step in to see if he can pick up his second flirt here. Should be able to get it off without too much trouble, but then he still needs to find one more somewhere. Hits the green, too, so that'll give him a bit of a safety net as far as the last flirt's concerned.
Yep.
And his seduction target decides to be awesome, and then she dies. So, Drawnonward picks up the first game on balcony.
It is quite easy to win on balcony when you are low lit.
When you're low lit, it doesn't take much.
Does not take much.
Though, when you're low lit, it's not that hard to win on any map when you're low lit.
I don't know. I guess actually, if you think about it, being low lit on balcony is the hardest of all the places to be low lit in.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Alright, so, should I just close the scoreboard? Is that a good idea?
No,
'Cause
I mean, if you want to, I mean, it wouldn't matter too much.
fair enough. Just this game kind of silly. So, it's your turn to
Right,
spy, apparently.
it's a boost to John's ego. I mean,
That's true.
what he's paying you for, right?
And, exactly. So, anyways. Game 2 on the balcony. AI drops you in a really nice spot, though a fairly suspicious spot. Suspicious enough to get you low lit. Hells yeah. Alright, so seduce number 1 has gone off. Oh, now you're highlight again. Never mind. There's the banana bread. So we've got 1 1/3 missions done, and you're stepping out of conversation quite early, which is not usually something spies will do. Why are there only 2 people left in conversation? Since when does that happen?
This is going to be bullshit at one point. Is it this
Well,
game?
we do like bullshit.
Oh, no, okay. It's next game. At one of these games, Drawn lowlights a person for being the only one in the conversation circle.
Okay.
I was so mad about that.
So, did get that flirt at the window pretty nicely, and you're gonna be able to finish things up here if you manage to hit the green. You do!
I never managed to hit the green.
So you nailed the green on that, and as long as Drawnonward doesn't take the shot, and doesn't look like you will. Alright, cool.
Yeah, in fact, I knew that he was not going to because he was moving the camera around.
Okay, that makes sense.
And if you're going for a shot, you almost never move the camera around with like the WASD. You actually just use your mouse.
Yeah.
So I was in the clear there.
Alright.
It was mostly because my seduction target was being nice.
Well, seduction targets are friendly people sometimes. Sometimes they're complete jerks, but sometimes they're really friendly.
Time for the comeback?
Comeback time! Alright. So let's get this done. You've got 4 games to make up in like 8 minutes.
Oh yeah. I believe I can do this.
You got this. Alright. As soon as we get into the next game, it's gonna be awesome.
Give a little bit of talking here. Oh no, not too much.
Just addressing chat here. It's actually 1 developer and 1 artist for this game, Chris Hecker. And yes, he is still working on this game. He's working on getting the new art. Right now is the main priority. Starting things out with a quick flirt from Drawnonward. A green test too, so quite nice. Gets an early contact in as well.
Oh yeah.
Minute and 35 seconds left on the clock, and Drawn is in a pretty good spot so far. Once again, playing on classic balcony with no purloin. Any 2 of 3. Drawn spending a lot of time here just kind of hanging out.
He doesn't want to be too suspicious by moving around, and he's just hoping for his seduction target to be nice, friendly
You say
enough.
as soon as as soon as he steps out of conversation.
I know. Hey, my facts are not always true.
Okay, fair enough. So he is in fact highlight at this point. Goes window to window, interestingly enough. And if he
just wants to spend time.
Yeah.
Not being able to seduce.
Yeah.
To try
John picks
to make himself
a really
less suspicious.
good spot to re-enter the conversation, because that is the most likely place on the entire map for him to be able to get that seduce right next to him. But his seduction target is being incredibly uncooperative, and then he dies. Comeback has begun. Alright.
Dude,
8 to
when you
5.
go for the bug, I must shoot.
Yep.
There can only be
Indeed.
one bug master.
There can only be one. Alright. So.
Talking about bugs, I have an ant infestation. And sucks.
Oh god, that sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, I moved back in to Santa Barbara for college.
Alright.
And the apartments I'm staying in was built over an ant hill. So
Oh, God.
everything is anti.
And then ants.
Yes.
Alright, so. Back onto the balcony. You're on spy right now. We've got Drawnonward as the spy. Sniper, sorry, you're spy.
It's okay. At least you correct it when I'm around.
Alright. I'm slow. I'm starting to catch myself when I say the wrong names.
Yeah, you know, it's Wodar on the spy, Drawn on the sniper, Haley on the ambassador.
Absolutely. Crazy Kaylee is currently the ambassador at this point, in case you guys didn't know. Probably have R7 as a selection target.
That makes a lot of sense, actually.
Yep. So with 2 seduces. Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Yeah. Yeah. That happened. So that's not good.
Yep. Not good
Yep.
is not good.
Oh boy, that was unfortunate.
No.
That's gonna put a damper in the comeback.
What was even more unfortunate is that he mocked me suspicious 2.8 like 2 seconds after I took control.
Oh god, that sucks.
I know.
Oh boy. So, yeah, that is incredibly unfortunate. I don't think there's a whole lot else to say about that. Let's call it. Let's call it 4 more games, just so you have a chance to tie it up. I don't think you're going to, considering what
I
you
don't
told
think so
me
either.
earlier on. But I like to do that. It's a thing I do. So we'll give it 4 more games.
Okay.
All right. So, I don't think I actually mentioned this when you came in. So, for those of you who don't know, Wodar streams Spy Party quite often at twitch.tv/Wodar9. He is on Twitter at Wodar9, I think.
No. That Twitter was hacked to hell.
Oh, really?
I've been trying to get it deleted for the past past 3 months.
Okay.
However,
I did
it's
not
been
know that.
continuing to come back online. So don't trust anything that Twitter account tells you.
Okay, yeah, I haven't been hearing anything from that Twitter account, actually.
Why are you following
still
that Twitter account? Unfollow it right now.
Okay, I will do that literally right now. So do you have a new Twitter, or is it just no longer on Twitter?
Oh no. I'm not twittering. I don't have anything to tweet.
Okay, fair enough.
I might get a Twitter account later, but not important right now. And it's kind of awkward having the Twitter account I actually want not being the one I can get.
Yeah, fair enough.
Ooh,
Well, you could
I love how you're doing this on stream. That's the best.
Yes. Successfully unfollowed. Alright. So, we've got the contact done. We've got a green flirt. We've got another flirt at the window. So that's a pretty nice move, at least until she ran away. He is, in fact, quite high-lit at this point.
Very high lit at this point.
Very high-lit. My streams are hilariously desynced, so I've got your end paused while Drawnonwards catches
I
up.
know.
I'm at 25 seconds on his side. And then his side paused as well because it didn't load that far. Damn it. Frick. So apparently this game is paused halfway through. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, we actually just pressed the pause button on Spy Party. That's what actually happened.
Okay.
I can give you the play-by-play.
So what you're telling me is it's not, in fact, Twitch's fault.
It's Twitch's fault. Who am I kidding?
Absolutely. Oh, man. That is... At least I unfollowed your Twitter on stream. At least we got that.
We accomplished. When you get that one banner out, like behind your wall, just like a mission accomplished.
Yes. I'm trying to figure out if I have any mission accomplished images on my computer. I don't think I have anything that I can throw up there.
Yeah, for anyone who was waiting in suspense for what happened in that game, Drawnonward timed out. As
Really?
Drawnonward does, yes. His seduction target was being really mean to him. And then he tries a last millisecond bug, however he tries the bug too late so it doesn't latch.
That sucks. So, apparently, Drawnonward side of the stream decided it wanted to load, so I'm just gonna play this through.
Yay!
So people can see Drawnonward successfully not getting his stuff done.
And see the face of the man who missed out on a bug.
Everyone watch Drawn in the corner there. Oh, he apparently pointed at something in his corner while looking away. I don't know what that was about, but it was silly. Other than that, he didn't really have much reaction to that one. He just looked vaguely disappointed.
See? That is the face of a man who times out.
Yeah. It's like... you just...
Right.
That's a sucky feeling when you time out a spy. It doesn't feel good at all.
I never tried to time out. I always feel like if I'm timing out, there's always something else I could have done.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it sucks so bad. Well, your turn to be spy. We've got 3 more games, so you still do have a chance to tie this up, technically.
Mm-hmm.
I now kind of really hope this somehow happens against all odds, and you just like remember the set wrong or something like that.
Like my time machine started working again, and I went back in time and fixed everything.
Exactly.
Oh, the Paradox Dragon is still around, and that really messes up my time machine.
Okay, so hopefully someone will be able to slay that.
I mean, if anyone out there has some Paradox Dragon repellent,
that would be helpful. Apparently, Kaylee killed it yesterday, so. But it was in the future, so maybe that won't quite work as planned. We've got the Paradox Dragon killed in the future, but
I know I tried putting it in a box with a probability of some radioactive substances to go into it or not. However, all that did was make him both alive and dead.
And angry at the same time.
And very angry.
Yes.
And sad.
Yes. So you've actually got 2 flirts done, one of which is green, at a minute and 30 seconds. So this is looking awesome so far.
I was excited about this game.
Well, yeah. I could see that happening. So, your seduction target has, in fact, left conversation. White testing the banana bread is not the best way to do things here. Would have been nice if you got that green, but with the stop talking, really, Drawn? Really?
Yeah, I know.
Really?
A mean guy.
I am disappointed.
That was just too cute for him. He did not like that subtlety of stop talking and start talking.
Yeah.
He could not appreciate it. I remember talking to him after that game. He's saying like, "Yeah, that was cute," and that was it. That was it.
Yeah. Oh, look, that's adorable. Oh boy, that sucks. Well, we got 2 more games coming. So we're gonna run a little bit overtime, but that's fine.
Yep, that's fine on my end also. I think there's anything I need to do.
Alright, cool.
I mean, even if there is, I still came in late and I owe you.
Ah, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Balcony's a silly.
So sorry about that. I mean, like, I actually really just completely forgot.
Ah, don't worry, man. It happens.
Yeah, I was really lucky that actually I checked my watch and I saw your I got the emails of you actually starting up. I was like, oh shit, I'm supposed to be doing something right now. Jumped on my bike and just pedaled like hell.
Well, I'm glad you were able to make it. Drawn's turn to be
I'm
spy.
glad too.
All right, let's see what happens here.
What are you talking? What?
Stuck
What are you talking about,
target
Kaylee?
gets snuggly.
What's the time on your stream? I mean, what's the time on your games?
Minute and 35.
Okay.
Drawnonward right now has 50% of his flirt done. I thought for a sec, oh god, that is not the banana bread he was looking for. Almost got off anyways. Like it almost, he started his banana bread and wouldn't that have been hilarious?
He was actually really angry about that.
Wouldn't it have been hilarious if he started his banana bread and then his double agent left, and then his double agent re-entered and then the banana bread went off? That would have been amazing. So he does, in fact... I love his face. Yeah, I know. He was so sad about that. Then he dies, so... Wouldn't have mattered in the end anyways. And we've got one more game to go.
What's the score, Doc?
Score is 10-7, Drawn's favor.
So if this one game is good enough to be winning 3 games, I might have a chance of...
If this game is so awesome that you can get 3 points from it, I will call it a draw. I will... Not only that, but I will update the scoreboard real time as awesome things happen. Do not disappoint me, Wodar.
I get points for style.
Yes. For this round, you get style points. All right, happens. We're on classic balcony.
I hope this is a good game.
I hope so too.
I do not remember this one.
Wodar, you are the spy. Onus is on you. Drawnonward is going to be playing the sniper this time around. Let's see how this turns out. Starting things out with a banana bread right off the bat.
Oh yeah, I love those.
You do in fact pick up a highlight for that.
Yeah. Price I pay.
Indeed. That is alright. No seductions yet. Here's your first one coming in, and you do in fact hit the green test there. So that'll give you about a third. with 1:30 left to go on the clock. Ambassador is actually in range to be bugged, so... You did! Okay, you got a point for the bug, but then you died. So... so that's that game done, and we are just about finished.
do I ask? Did I? Oh no, I didn't do the other bugs.
Okay.
I thought I was going to be. I thought that Snaps was going to be able to block my hand, but unfortunately not.
Yeah. It was worth a shot.
So the
You
final
got a
score was
point for the
11 to
attempt.
8.
Final score was 11 to 8, I think.
Yeah.
All right. So once again, you can be found at twitch.tv/Wodar9. I'm not sure whether I'm doing a show on Friday yet because the Spy on the Hill thing is happening. We don't know what the time is for that yet, so that may take my... So
I need to remember to tell you about. I think I have a time for it.
Okay, cool. So we'll see. We'll see how that turns out. If it's in my show slot, that's fine. I'll just not do my show and point everyone toward that instead because it's gonna be freaking awesome. And I think that's it. So unless there's anything you want to say before we head out.
Come to Spy on the Hill.
Yes,
it will be fun.
It's gonna be fun.
We'll have cookies and milk for the first 15 callers.
I'm
the phone number will be
call
Turbo's.
15 times.
The phone number is Turbo's home phone number. Good luck finding that.
Alright, cool. So I will call myself 15 times and make sure I have cookies and milk on me. That's gonna be awesome. So, thanks a lot for coming out again, Wodar. This has been a blast, as always.
It has been great.
Yeah. Alright, awesome. I guess we're done. So, until next time, this is Tobo, and Wodar signing off.
Adios.